What's going on, everybody? It's your boy T Folks, aka Johnny Quantum, in the building. Yeah, it's been a minute since I didn't have a Quantum After Dark. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, just living my life, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, big advocate of the thing called shadow work that a lot of people don't want to do. I get it. You know, it's for everybody, but not everybody wants to do it. Why? Because it's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do. So, of course, I've been entrenched in that for quite a while. As some of y'all know, y'all watched some of the previous videos uh, on shadow work that I've done. Um, Tonight's Johnny Quantum After Dark a little different. This one's a little different. I'm talking about perspective. Now, when you say the word perspective, it can mean a lot of things. It's different for everybody because everybody has their own perception, view, or angle, opinion uh, on anything and everything that's out there. Um, but a lot of times we go through things in life, and as we're going through these things in life, you know, sometimes we're just like neck deep in it, and it seems as if the world is against us and our family and friends are against us, and there's just no win, right? Even though that might not actually be the case when you are, like I said, neck deep in whatever situation, issue, call it what you want to, that you're going through. You know, it's hard to keep that perspective, that positive perspective of moving forward. You know what I mean? It can get hard. It can get hard. So sometimes you have to look outside yourself to draw strength to kind of get you through those times, moments. You know, again, we're all connected energetically at the end of the day. So even though we look different, we talk different, we eat different, we have different styles that we like, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, you are energy, just like I am. We all have this carbon bio bodysuit that we wear, but at the end of the day, we're all energy. Everything on this planet is energy. Even the chair that you're sitting in, the couch that you're sitting on, or the table that you're looking at. It's all energy, or it couldn't have been created. Just the way it works. So sometimes you have to find inspiration in people, places, and things to get you through, you know, some of life's more challenging situations. Now, the crazy thing about a lot of these situations is these are situations that, uh, for those of you who are into astrology or esoteric things, you know about things called birth contracts. So at that point, you know, we as souls who are having a human experience needed to learn certain things, needed to overcome certain challenges to grow to the next level. Hence why shadow work is so important. So we can actually evolve to the next level. Um, but a lot of these things that you've gone through in your life, technically all of them, were chosen by you. Now it's kind of hard to think that you would do something like that. Like, why would you put yourself through that? Well, one, you knew you were strong enough to do it before you came here and birthed into a carbon bio bodysuit. So something was to come out of it. But the thing is to realize that you're not alone in this world. You're never alone, one, because there are billions and trillions of people here with you, first and foremost. But you're never alone because your ancestors are always with you. They are always around you energetically. Ancestors, you know, lost family members, they're not lost. They just lost the suit, but they are still with you in energy. Talk to them. Trust me, you'd be surprised. The more you talk to them, of course, the stronger that bond gets, you'll start to see interesting things. They will make themselves known to you energetically. And it's really fun sometimes because you're just like, really? Really? Okay. Okay. You see me, I see you. So uh, definitely always make sure that you talk to your ancestors. They are there. You are never alone. But the topic again is perspective. To get a perspective on things, and like I said, sometimes you're neck deep in it, and you got to look at somebody else's flow. I have a few people um, that I've kind of looked at and kind of watched their life and some of the things that they've had to go through and come out on the other side. Um, One of my old high school friends, she had a disease and she is now disease free. And she was nice enough to share her story with everybody. And she may never know how much she's touched so many people. Um, One of those people being myself. This person, when I was kind of feeling it down and I was going through a life transition, and she sent me a pen. I haven't forgot about that pen. I still have that pen. A very nice pen, handmade, handcrafted pen that I will have until the end of days. That pen will stay with me until the planet stops spinning. I'm gonna take that with me to the afterlife. Trust me when I tell you, it's amazing. Um, but she kind of went through her thing and she documented that, and it really impacted me because I'm like, wait a minute. She's always been a very fun-loving, happy person. But like to go through what she went through and to still be smiling, I know she had to have some hellified days, but I know for a fact I've been through my own little stress and trauma, but I can't really pull from my own self because I lived it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to pull that straight from my own situation. Yeah, I got hit by a car going 40 miles an hour. Yeah, it broke my leg in a couple spots. Yeah, they took out part of my calf muscle, but I lived that. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like for me to reflect on that and have perspective on that to draw strength from. Yeah, that's like going to the well one too many times, if you know what I mean. But to sit back and look at what she's done, and she put a video up today and letting us know that she is disease free, and it's like I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I cried. I shed a tear or two or five or 10 because that's inspirational. That's something that she didn't have to share. She could have went through that with her and her family and worked through that and came out on the other side and everything still would have been good. But she shared her story, and that's powerful because it's such a powerful story. It puts the things that I'm going through right now, basically, it's like, Travis, look, things can be a lot different. They can be a lot different. You've gone to the well so many times on drawing strength from your life that look at her. Look at what she's been through. And she documented it to show you what she's been through. She's still smiling. She's still happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you realize and put, like I said, put things in its perspective and in its proper place. Now, we all have things and we all have our angles, perceptions, perspectives, call it what you want to. And we all have an order of things that we look at, go by, and put things in. That really helped me realize that, you know what, material things, who cares? They come, they go. Again, I know this. I've lived that life. I understand. But I've gone to the well, digging from my own well for inspiration way too many times. She let me into her world and to go through what she went through her. And Susan, I thank you. I thank you for that. I do. You really, really helped me through some interesting times, especially doing my shadow work, which is deep. She said something today which was very impactful, which is why I started to shed a tear or 10 or 20. Everything she said was impactful. But basically, she said, I'm going to live every day like it's my last. And then she said, we all should. Let's think about that, people. Let's just sit back and think about that. Live every day like it's your last day. Why not? Because I know from personal experience, you have no idea what tomorrow is going to bring. I had no idea that one day when I walked out of my house, went to work, that on my way home from work, I get hit by a car going 40 miles an hour from behind while walking. I had no idea. If somebody would have told me that, I'd have probably cussed them out back then because, I'm pretty blunt forward dude, especially when you come at me with some idiocy like that, right? And that's exactly what happened. You are not promised these things. We're looking at a world right now where literally healthy people are coming down with disease, dropping dead over all different types of things. But yet and still, and again, this is why this really hit home for me. I'm worried about certain things, and I'm worried about material things and bills getting paid. And really, try? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? See, I realized from watching some of the people that I'm talking about, from watching them, I realized that as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to win because I'm already winning. And I'm going to continue to win. Why? Because I'm breathing, which means I'm going to figure it out. Trust and believe I'm going to figure it out. Come hell or high water, I'm going to figure it out. Because if I got to learn how to breathe underwater, damn it, then by golly, I'm going to take it to that past life, bring that to this now moment. But damn it, I'm going to figure it out. You can best believe that. And that's what these individuals have helped me to realize, that they didn't give up. They basically didn't even give up themselves. They beat what they had and came out better people. They didn't come out defeated people or worse people. They came out actually better people. Wow. Yeah, I've been through my thing, but again, I went through it, so I don't really see it as all that. Nothing like that. And then to share, are you serious? I marvel at that, the strength that takes to go through something like that, and literally. But then again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? When you have a bright light, when you have that energy that is strong, ain't nothing out there that's going to take you out or take you down. You see what I'm saying? I mean, of course, yeah, there all comes a time when the carbon bio bodysuit's got to go away. It just is what it is. But, these people that I drew inspiration from, they kept it going. Susan actually documented her story, so I definitely wanted to give her her due. One, yes, I still remember the pen, still have that pen, and thank you very much. You helped me through a time then, and you've helped me through the things that I've been going through in the now. So I want to thank you. Thank you. Oh, and of course, I want to thank you for your service to our country as well. She is a retired vet as well, so I definitely want to give her her due. Thank you so much for not only what you've done for me and my sanity, but also what you've done for this country. I thank you. I do. Oh, and your husband and your son. So another person that I definitely that I drew on, had to think about, that went through some things, uh, was someone who played a very, very, very big role in my life. Now, I say a big role in my life, and it's kind of interesting because basically she was only in it for maybe a deep, deep part. She's been in it since then, but I mean, like, actually, like on a daily basis for maybe like 2 years, every day for 2 years. But yet, and still, she's been a part of my life. But her story, she also uh, had a disease as well, that she is now disease free and has been for a little bit. Susan just became disease free. She got the results back and she shared that with the world today. So that's one reason why I put her first when giving thanks. The second individual has been disease free here for a little bit. And, you know, there's a picture that she showed me back in the early 2000s of her as a little girl sitting in a sandbox. And that picture will forever be one of my all-time favorite pictures of all time. Seriously. Because it's not what you see in that picture, it's what you feel from that picture. You know something impacts you that's a print when you feel it. You can see something, okay, but when you feel it to the point where it leaves an imprint on you, that's a powerful picture. And she's sitting in a sandbox, playing in the sand, smiling. Boy, let me tell you, without a care in the world. And to know how this person's lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, how she just moved through grace, elegance, style, from where she came from to what she does, you know, to beat what she beat, I'm not surprised. But it's just the fact of she went through it. And again, she's forever changed. Like she lived like there was no tomorrow then when I met her. And now it's almost like a freedom. Like we've spoken, of course, since she's been disease free. And it's just like, you know, the conversation is still good, but different. Why? Because she's different. She battled. Like, I can't imagine that type of battle. I had my own little thing, but again, my broke my leg in a couple spots. Yeah, I got a flat spot in my skull. But I haven't had to battle a disease. You see what I mean? Like, so for her to live the lifestyle she was living, to just out of nowhere sideswipe, bow. Wow. Where did that come from? And she kept going. She's very spiritual. And, you know, she kind of had to stop giving for a little while. And I understood that fully because at that point, she had to focus her energy on healing her. This woman is extremely giving, one of the biggest hearts I have ever been around, ever. And I've been around a lot of people. But she kept smiling through the rough days, through the therapy. She kept smiling. And somehow she even kept inspiring people. See, when you have that energy about you, even though you might be going through something, you still inspire other people because they're in marvel of how you continue to do what you do and how you continue to keep such good spirits when most people would be just pissed off, mad, angry at the world. Now, don't know if you know this, people, but anger, worry, doubt, fear weakens your immune system. So, side note, of course, it's great to eat good. It's great to get enough sleep, but being happy, being grateful helps to strengthen your immune system. Now, for Ka, which is what I call her, Ka, she basically literally kept it going and now is back to her traveling because she loves to travel. She's been all over the place. She's back to kind of getting back to doing her thing because she's healed enough now where she can start to get back out there and really do again and really start to help people again because she is a giver by nature, and when I think about someone, I have good days, I have bad days. I have never had a day like Susan or like Ka ever. And I've had some different types of days, going through different types of things, usually emotional, because that's the hardest to heal from. But to think about what these two women went through, literally, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I think I'm having a bad day. I mean, mind you, like it's the shadow work. Of course, it's all self-induced because I'm bringing about things of myself that need to be dealt with, things that need to be looked at, things that need to be worked on, let go, closure, call it what you want to. So yeah, I should have bought stock in Kleenex. Like I always tell people, the aloe kind. The aloe kind is much better. Oh, the aloe kind is so much better. So much better than the regular. But yeah, I drew strength from them going through what they've been through and having to look like Travis. Look, man, you might be in an interesting spot, but you got to realize at the end of the day, you already know. And see, that's why it feels so hard for me because I know better. But I had to look outside of myself to get that inspiration that, look, Travis, if they can get through what they've been through, you're not going through anything. You don't have to go to therapy. You're not hooked up to any machines. You can do you. You can get inside your head and you can handle whatever beast, demons, bones in the closet, call them whatever the hell you want to. You can handle that. Because I've been hooked up to machines, but not that way. Yeah. So, I mean, that to me is deep because that helps put things in it for me in a different perspective. I see things in a different light because they literally endured, and it's life changing. Literally, both of them living like there's no tomorrow because they'll tell you, literally, you should. Everyone should be living like there is no tomorrow. Why? Because there is no tomorrow. There's only right now. There is only the now moment. For those of you who don't know who Eckhart Tolle is, he'll tell you. Check him out. Look him up. Google his name, Eckhart Tolle. He'll tell you all about the now and the present moment. Okay? Those two women will tell you being about now and the present moment. See, I'm so busy in different parts. Usually I'm in the future. I'm wired a little different. A lot of people start at the beginning of something. For some strange reason, I'm always starting at the end, re-engineering it, going backwards. That's why when I saw the movie Benjamin Buttons, oh my, became one of my all-time favorite movies because I feel kind of like Benjamin Buttons. I really do. The older I get, the younger I look. It's factual. People will tell you. I look like like I did in high school. Like I gained some weight because I have, but I look younger now than I did at 25. It's facts. So, when you sit back and I look at those things and I look at like, okay, so if my thing is, okay, if I'm living backwards and I'm getting younger, but at the same time, like Benjamin Buttons, he lived backwards, he got wiser. He had to kind of learn himself. By doing my shadow work, I'm learning me and the different aspects of myself. Looking at these two women go through what they've gone through makes me really have to be like, Travis, look, you got this, bro. You got this. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about this. You can do that. Because again, I'm not hooked up to a machine. I can come and go. I can get up. I can walk around. I can do my thing. You see what I'm saying? That's, again, putting things in its proper perspective, its proper place. Different for everybody. So everybody's got their own order of things that they do. And I get it. That's fine. There are people out there that have illness right now who have a disease or disease right now. Some of you, I know. Some of you, I know you're sick and you don't know that I know you're sick. Well, now I know there's something wrong with you. I know there is. But yet and still, these people every day get up, they handle the business, they don't say a word to nobody. That's empowering for a person like me who basically is going through my self-imposed hell. I chose to look deep into me. These people basically fought for their lives in a way that most people may have given up. That in itself, again, makes me realize, bills? Really, Travis? Do you really give a damn? Seriously? So programmed to care about what goes on in this thing they call the Matrix, this world that we live in, to realize that we are not promised tomorrow. And then there's my buddy Ben. Look, I'm gonna tell you, this dude is one of the most creative. I'm pretty creative. I'm really good with words. Some of you know this. He is a creator. He creates all different types of things, sculptures, pieces for movie sets. I'm talking like, alien type stuff. He's recreated just about anything you can think of, like Wes Craven type of guy. This man, again, disease. This man had a halo. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's the thing that sits on your shoulders and it's clamped into your brain. He's still commenting on my posts. He's still liking them. He's still creating. Like, I look back and I'm like, dude, how the hell? Like, how do you do that? And again, I'm sitting here tripping and stressing. All this stuff can go away. It can all go away at any given time, any given moment. But yet and still, he chose to live life like there was nothing going on, like nothing had changed. This man talk about, I got to take this, do this, got to go there. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and yet and still, every picture that I saw of this man, he had a smile on his face. See, when you go through stuff like that, it changes you. It makes you a better you. And for those people around those people, they became better. Why? Because everything is energy, like I said earlier. Being around that type of energy will make you a better human being. You have no choice. Either it will make you a better human being or you will not be around those people. Their energy is just too big, it's too bright, it's too positive for you not to be a better human being. I'm not even around. I'm not around Susan. I'm not around Ka. I'm not around Ben. Watching them helped me become a better human being. I'm not around these people. I know them. We communicate through social media. You see what I'm saying? Me and Ka actually have conversations. But see, here's the thing, people. We all know people who have been through things that we could never imagine going through. Never. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could hear. Oh, I don't know if I could go through that. And somehow, not only did they go through it, they came out of it better human beings, living life like there's no tomorrow. Oh, but yet and still, we get so hung up on this day-to-day hot garbage, and we get hung up on politics and this policy and this and that and cryptocurrency. And really, get something fatal. See what you care about then. Okay. Let's put things in their place. And again, see, here's the messed up part. We all know people who've been through those types of things, but yet and still we get so isolated in our own little world, in our own little bubble, that we don't look outside of ourselves to realize what the hell is wrong with me. Really? See, your energy has been here. Energy once created can never be destroyed. Your energy has been here. Some of us longer than others. A lot longer than others. But yet and still, people, draw strength from what you need to draw strength from. First and foremost, you should draw strength from you. I personally have done that for so long that I have no choice but to kind of look outside myself, because basically the shadow work that I'm going through, I need to pull on something else other than me, because I'm in there repairing me. So, yeah. But we all can look at someone 6 degrees of separation, right? We are 6 people away from something, someone, somehow, regardless of what that thing is, whether that's a goal, a dream, a person, a thing. 6 people, 6 degrees of separation. Okay. When you need assistance, when you are at a point to where you really can't give anymore, you really can't, you think you really can't make it, that you can't take that next step, you don't want to take that next breath, you just want to call it a day, call and just push in the chips, and you're done. I've been there. A lot of us have been there. Most people won't admit that they've been there. I've been there. We've all been there in one way, shape, or form. Think about those people that you know in your life, that you know, who've gone through hell on earth. We think we go through hell on earth. Oh, wow, yeah, got money issues, got relationship issues, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Are you hooked up to machines? Is this disease something that could kill you now, could kill you later? I'm not talking about accident stuff. I've been in an accident. Like I said, I've been hooked up to machines too. But when you think about something that basically was something that you didn't see coming, that wasn't an accident. Yeah. Look at those people. Those are the people who you can draw power from, strength from their situation. And then you start to think like, wow, is this really so bad? Like really, like, I may have been, I've been through some shit and, I'm still going. I'm still breathing. I'm still here. Again, as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to win because I'm already winning because I'm still breathing. But I'm going to figure it out. Might take me a bit because I'm a little down, but I'm going to figure it out. Been here for a while. But see, this time I'm going to get it right. That's why I'm still here. Because if I'd have got it right before, I wouldn't be here. It's just that simple. See, people, once you get it right, you can go to the next level. It's like a video game. Once you beat the boss, you go to the next level. It never stops, people. It never stops. You just keep leveling up. You're going to face a challenge or challenges to beat the little small mini bosses. But when it comes to you're about to really level up, you got to fight the big boss. The 3 people that I talked about, the 3 people that I mentioned, they fought the big boss. They've leveled up. And I sit back and worry about my little BS that I got going on in my life. Dealing with my shadow working, stuff that I've done in this lifetime and other lifetimes. Yeah. See, again, people, we're all connected energetically, but we don't draw from each other's experiences. We don't draw from each other's strengths. This program has us too busy pointing out everybody's weakness, problems, blah, 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 blah. Look, there comes a point when you have to take a stand. Susan, Ka, Ben, they took a stand. There could be no toxic environments around them whatsoever. Zilch. Nothing but positive, nothing but love, nothing but light. And we all know that life is not a bed of roses. Life is not all about love, light. Why? Because if there wasn't pain or there wasn't distrust, there wouldn't be love. Of course, as above, so below. So you have to have both in order to truly understand and enjoy and appreciate the other. But they couldn't have any of that negativity around them, that toxicity. But see, order through chaos. Because from their chaos, they grew. Do y'all realize how a lotus grows? It grows in the murkiest of the murky murk, the dirtiest of the dirt. You're like, how the hell does something that beautiful grow in a spot like this? How does that happen? How does it? Because again, mind you, it's not like it grows in the water. It grows from the dirt. Underneath all of that mucky muck to somehow make its way through and then become one of the most beautiful things you will ever see in this world. It draws strength from everything around it just to make it to what you see. The lotus. It leveled up. And that's what it's about. See, it's pulling from those resources because, again, we're all connected. It's pulling from that and realizing when to let go of the toxic things, the people, places, and things. so you can grow, so you can level up. See, because here's the thing, everything either changes or dies. It's factual. It's factual. Even programs, either they change or they get deleted. Deleted, that's basically dead for a program. You get deleted, you're done. Or you get rewritten, code gets added to you, and you live. See, again, energy, right? So, by watching them go through what they went through, helped me to realize, you know what, man? There's some toxic situations you got going on, man. But see, instead of me getting all angry and mad, I'm like, okay, so what's the source? What's the trigger? Because see, that's one thing I've never done is actually looked for the trigger. What triggered these things? What triggered this event? What's the trigger? Because if you don't find the trigger, people, I'm here to tell you, guess what? It's going to happen again and again and again. Kind of like Groundhog's Day, you know, the definition of insanity, you know, doing the same thing over and over and over and over, but expecting a different result every time. That is truly the definition of insanity. See, so by watching them, I had to realize while doing my shadow work, what's the trigger? What's the commonality? Then I dismantled the trigger. Why would I leave it put together? Why wouldn't I dismantle it so it's never going to be put back together? And if somehow it gets put back together, I know what it is. I can see it coming a mile away, and I know how to dismantle it now. See, we can all go through things and we can all draw strength, like I said, from other people. And how you use it is truly up to you. You have that choice. It's called free will. Pretty interesting concept, isn't it? If you use it, that's why it's called free will. It's not called coerced will. It's not called have to do so will. See, the thing is, we all have choices in this world. But cause and effect, right? As above, so below, right? So you have to know that if you're willing to make a decision, are you willing to go through what that decision calls for? See, so there's always a choice. You don't have to do what you are told to do or even asked to do. But no, there might be an effect for me saying this, and am I okay with that? Am I okay with what comes after this? But you always have a choice, people. You always have free will. It's an illusion if you think you don't. In the times that we live in, a lot of people think they don't have an option. I don't have free will because I'm being made to do things. No, you're not. You're making a choice. The three people that I spoke about made a choice. They made a choice to win. They made a choice to live. See what I mean? So they didn't make a choice to judge everybody else on what they're doing, what they got going on. Really? I tell people all the time, look, for, against, I really don't give a damn what you got going on. As long as you cool with it, it's not for me to even have an opinion. It's your life. But this program that we live in here, I guess you want to call it whatever the hell you want, has got us so wrapped up in everybody else's BS. That we don't think we have a choice. I just talked about 3 people who basically made a choice. Okay, I'm gonna beat this. Guess what? No toxic. I'm gonna live like there's no tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy my time because you ain't promised a damn thing on this planet. Nothing. I think sometimes that my lessons in life are hard because I know better. Hell, I even help people know better. Ah, tell people all the time. I make videos. Been making videos for years, and basically, just like I'm doing right now. And it's almost like I'm not only making these for you, I'm making them for me, so I can inspire me. I can tell me what to do. The old me telling the new me, Travis, have you got away from your foundation, man? Did you really? Remember me? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a part of your foundation. Kind of crazy how I get advice from myself from a video that I did years ago. Because, I think I know something and I'm getting older and I'm thinking I'm, all this, that, and a bag of chips, right? When in actuality, I'm learning from 2000 Travis. I'm learning from 2005 Travis, 2008 Travis, 2010. I've been making videos for a long time. Technology is a beautiful thing when used properly. And boy, let me tell you, I'm so happy videos and video technology came out. Because I have to go back and watch me. And like I said, I think my flow is so hard because I know better. I help people to do better. And it's like following my own advice. But then again, I have to look. There are some people who are the best coaches in the world at all different types of stuff. They've never been the best at what they coach people on. Never. But they bring the best out of other people to share their life with them, their experience with them, their knowledge with them, and then watch these people become larger than life. But yet, and still, the coach really wasn't that good, average, maybe a little above average, but have coached greats, coached people to do things that they have never done or couldn't even fathom doing. Yeah, I'd love to be that guy. I've helped some people get through some things that I don't think I could have went through. I was just there as a guide. That's it. Coach, I guess, call it that. You know, I've helped people get through things that I've never been through. But I've lived a lot of life, though. And I can equate a lot of different things. So I got an idea. Not exactly. So people always remember you're seeing things through your perspective. Sometimes you got to take your glasses off. Sometimes you got to step into somebody else's shoes, even if it's just for a minute, and see and feel what that's like. Because then when you take those glasses off, you step out of those shoes, you then are back to you, and you're like, whoa, and I'm tripping. And I'm tripping. Again, people, we all have problems. We do. We all have problems. We've all been through things. We've all had to deal with people, places, and things that we wish we never had to deal with, but we had to. Some we have to. But see, at the end of the day, it's putting things, looking at things from a different angle, seeing things and putting them in a order, that proper perspective. Again, it's different for everybody. I was talking to, you know, a buddy of mine, Gorilla, and basically, it's just like, man, like, you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you're still like, dude, you done been through some things, man, and you know what I'm saying? You still want to be in a relationship, like, you should just play the field, just enjoy your life, man. Like, you in this relationship thing just really. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep loving. I just had to kind of go through some things, got a hard head. See what I'm saying? Got a hard head. Like, yeah, but man, you've been with, this one cheated, that one cheated, and this one basically left you for dead, and you know what I'm saying? And this one just did some illy and used you for very selfish gain. Again, people, 5 adult relationships, and only one of them was worth a damn. Right? And even that one was short lived, although will live with me forever and a day, and I will forever remember those times. I will remember all of them, but only one positive one out of 5 as an adult. Serious relationships, people. Am I bitter? No. Was I bitter? Oh, yeah. Was I angry at some points? Oh, yeah. But see, I realized if I continue to go through these things the same way each time, I'm now doing what, people? That's it. Groundhog's Day. I'm looping. I'm going through the same thing over and over and over. But I'm expecting something different from each experience just because their names are different. I'm in a different place, but I'm expecting a different result, and it's the same situation. So I had to do what? People had to change. I had to realize, Travis, you're putting yourself in these toxic situations. You need to learn. Stop. Break the cycle. So I will continue to love. I really will. I enjoy it. I'm a Libra. That's what we do. Although we get a bad rep, though. We really do. We get a bad rep, though. We definitely get a bad rep on a lot of things. But I can get it, though, because we're the only zodiac sign that isn't living. We're scales. We weigh. We measure. That's what we do. Yeah. So while I'm weighing and measuring things going on in my life, I looked at these 3 people and really realized, look, Trav, you should truly be thankful. You should truly be grateful because you don't have to go through what they're going through. Because I'm a very happy go lucky guy. My energy, I help a lot of people energetically and they don't even know it. They don't even know. Because, you can touch people and don't have to be near them. You can touch people and be thousands of miles away. Because again, we're all connected. Energy is a pretty interesting thing when you know how to use it. So, you know, I had to pull off of their experiences to get me through my times. And I'm sure I'm going to do it again. So it's not like I'm done by any stretch of the imagination. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. I am not done. I will be drawing on their experiences and other people's experiences. Some of you watching have had experiences that I've drawn from to get through certain situations. Yeah. See that again, we're all connected. I admire the hell out of people. Why? Because a lot of y'all do stuff I'm not good at. I admire people who do things I'm not good at. I'm good at what I'm good at. Here lately, I've surprised myself with some of the things that I'm pretty damn good at and didn't know. I just thought it was a mouth thing, thinking thing. No, I'm pretty proficient in some other skills now I didn't even know I had. Be surprised what comes out when you don't have a choice, right? You know, what's that saying? You don't know how strong you are until that's all you got. These three people, Susan, Ka, and Ben, they inspire me, have inspired me. I'm sure I will reflect on their stories to be inspired for the rest of my life. Why? Because they did something that I don't know. I'm pretty sure I could, but to get through it with the smiles, to get through it with the energy that they did, I, I don't know. Like I said, I think back. I periodically will have to think back when I'm having a bad day about sandbox car, just playing in the sand, smiling, laughing in the sandbox without a damn care in the world. Oh my goodness, people, we live in an interesting world. A lot of things can no longer be hidden. A lot of truths are coming out, will come out, that are going to blow your mind. Yeah, we've all been lied to. We've all been hoodwinked, led astray, run amok, all of that good stuff, times about a trillion. Honestly, all of it's coming out because you can't hide. They can't hide anymore. People can't hide who they are anymore, who they really are. You're starting to see things that you never thought you would see. You're starting to see different sides of people that you didn't know existed. Why? Because they hid them extremely well. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, isn't it? So you're going to need to kind of get a firm grip on who you are, because even who you are is going to be tested. The three people I talked about earlier, they know who they are. They've been tested. They've leveled up. They all live like there is no tomorrow. Because there is no tomorrow, people. There's just today. There's just now. We just don't live like it. Take a lot of things for granted. But you know, people, I just wanted to kind of get on here and kind of share with y'all. I do that from time to time, as you know. I have no problem sharing my life with y'all because somebody's going through something. I've been through a lot of life in a short amount of time. I can relate to you. Like I said, I can kind of equate what you've been through because I've been through something similar, maybe the same thing. But I didn't have anybody to help me in a lot of those instances to just be an ear to listen. When I was younger, I may have. I did. I know for a fact I did. But I took it for granted, didn't know exactly what it was. I was expecting a certain type of assistance. Woo, boy, let me tell you, do you grow? Do you learn and do you grow? At least you should, people. Because if you remember what I told you earlier, either things change or they die. It's just that simple. So put things in proper perspective. Whatever that proper perspective is for you in your life, take a look around you. 6 degrees of separation. Just take a look. You'll find something. It may be one of your children. It may be someone in your family. Again, it could be a picture that you saw that takes you to a place that makes you feel a certain way, that uplifts you. It's those types of things in life, people, that help you get through that now moment. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, listening to me, blah, 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 for the last hour and a couple minutes. But, this is Johnny Quantum After Dark. It's what I do from time to time. Come hang out with y'all, kind of share my life. That's what I do. If I can help somebody, that's why I'm still on the planet, because I had a few instances where I'm here for a purpose. Seriously. And I know that purpose is way bigger than me. Let me tell you. So I chose to be a vessel. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. That's why half the time I'm talking to y'all, I say things for somebody who's listening, who will be listening or watching. I have to rewatch it sometimes because I don't even remember what I say sometimes. So what happens when you do the vessel thing? So, all right, y'all. I really appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy T Folks, aka Johnny Quantum After Dark. But until next time, y'all stay in your bliss. Be grateful. Live, love, and laugh as much as humanly possible, y'all. All right? And you know how I take things out. Peace.